Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2! Last time, we begun our trip and got to one village, talked to a bunch of people, and found out that the world is a rather strange place. This time, let's see if we can talk to a few more people and continue with our plot. This is the general store. Let's take a look around. What do we got here? We got some weapons, which will be stronger, which we're not going to buy. There's a specific reason for this, because one, we don't have the money for it, and two, I'm going to get a weapon that's far above these in the very near future as a rare drop. Now, there's also some armor we could buy. Again, we don't have the money for it. Heavy stone, which is useless. Some items, which we may want to pick up a few of. As you can see over in the right-hand corner, we have most of, some of this stuff. A paralysis salve. We should probably buy some of those. Now, if you see here, we can buy them in groups of 5, and it'll show us the price kind of toward the bottom there. Or we can buy singles. Unfortunately, you can't suggest a number other than those two, but we're going to buy a couple of those just so we have them. And then regional will change depending on the area you go to. There'll be different types of items here. Usually there'll be either healing items or battle items that you can use. There are actually some really, really good items in there, so we'll want to check that out as we go. This guy, I will talk to him later. Let's get some plot moving forward before we do that. He is the battle tutorial guy, so you don't want to go there. That's outside. But yeah, so we'll talk to him later and he'll give us an idea. Now, in this game, they show us, if you saw there, it was House 2. It'll show you which house you're in so you can kind of get an idea, because you're spinning the camera around so much that you may, get a little bit lost. Okay. Everybody hates us. Well, would you look at that? Some people actually do care for the poor geohound. It's wrong to look down on those who perform a job I don't want to do. I'm not used to being thanked. I'm relishing the rare occasion. No doubt. Settle disputes. That's why it's a darn fine profession. Well, thanks, buddy. Okay, so we got that one. That's house number 1. House number 3. I think there's usually about 4 houses and then some plot-related houses in most villages, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other. A lot of the characters or the NPCs inside of these houses aren't usually too important. There may be like one per village that actually is some kind of plot importance, but in this case, we're still trying to learn about this world that we're in, so I'm going to talk to as many people as possible. Hear about these church girls doing an exorcism. Pretty much, yeah, that's your view on religion in general. This was another reason I mentioned last time why I really kind of latched on to Ryudo's character when I played this game as a kid. And I've mentioned this before. I am an atheist, so I may piss some people off with some of the things I say. I'm not trying to, but I do have my opinions, and I think I'm, of course, entitled to mention those opinions. And because of Ryudo's obvious lack of like for pretty much any religion, specifically the one in the game, but religion in general, he mentions multiple times throughout the game that he does not care for it. It really kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It resided in me, or it made a connection with me. Can't find the word that I'm actually trying to say there, but oh well. Yeah, get my meaning. Oh, there was another person there. I should probably talk to him. He was camouflaged in the background. Oh, go in the door. Thank you. What do you have to say? Okay. World has become a dangerous place. Dense forests are to be nesting grounds for monsters. Okay. Apparently logic in this game involves where monsters decide to be. Don't let... I'll give you one more line. Tend to the orchards. Hire a geohound, but on books, so you're going to have to find some other solution. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 houses there, and then... Oh, no, that's going the wrong way. There should be another house over here. Where's the door? Was this house 1? House 1. One person. So their harvests haven't been so good. We've kind of heard this from a couple different people. And so is Ryudo from other villages as well. So apparently everyone's having kind of like maybe a drought or, you know, missing nutrients in the soil, something, and there's not a lot of food being produced. That's a bad thing. Wonder if it's a bad sign of things to come. Now, one of the other things I really do like about the way the game kind of covers the dialogue is the changing portraits. As you notice here, Ryudo's got a big smile on his face, but a lot of times he won't. You know, it just depends on what he's talking about at the particular time. And so I thought, it's a nice little touch to have on there. So I'm over here. I know where I'm going. House 4. I believe this is the last one. Then we can head into the church. Jam? No. He doesn't like sweet food. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Interesting. Yeah. It seems that he's the cynic. He always sees kind of the negative in situations. Get through there. Okay, the church. I'm going to be kind of quiet here.
What's the matter? Is that all?
Who said that?
Don't mind me. Continue.
Sounds kind of creepy.
Listening to my singing?
Come on, if you're that tense, you won't be able to perform at all.
Who are you? I haven't seen you around. What are you doing here?
Whoa now, what am I doing here? You're the one who hired me.
I hired you? I do not remember anything of the sort. You look awfully suspicious. Leave right now, or I'll scream.
Are you for real? Oh, wait a sec. I bet no one told you.
No, it seems
Elena,
not.
is something the matter? Ah, you must be the Geohound, yes? We've been waiting for you.
A geohound?
Hey.
She's in
I'm
battle
Ryudo.
stance.
This here's Sky. Quite a warm welcome for someone you're hiring.
What? Why are you being so rude?
Elena, please excuse her. Allow me to apologize on her behalf. Elena, you must get ready to leave.
Yes, Father. I'm very sorry for interfering. Please excuse me.
As you can tell, the voice acting is very hit and miss. You know, sometimes like, oh, that voice kind of suits the character, but the delivery's off.
Excuses in women.
Stuff like that.
Equally tiring.
But there is some really cool
This
notes
is not
in there.
the place. May I ask you to wait at the inn? I shall be along shortly.
Yeah, there are numerous points in the game where the voice acting is... Like, this was a point where voice acting wasn't, you know, so great in video games, you know, 2000. If you think about that, that was the first year this game came out. And then, what was it, 2001? We got Final Fantasy X and Titus. Yeah, it was not a good time for video game voice acting, at least not in the JRPG space. Okay. Yeah, so we get him all the way here to meet him, and now we got to go back to the inn to talk to him again. But yeah, some of the voice acting in this game is very much played for laughs. You know, it's bad at times, and they play it off as like, yeah, we're making fun of ourselves, or at least that's kind of the idea that I got from it. Not all of the time it's like that. Sometimes it's just crappy delivery. There's a couple of cool notes to make about the voice acting, but we haven't met the appropriate characters to talk about that yet. So let's just put our line of dialogue in here, and he'll be along shortly. Let's take a seat. Take a break. Kind of a dick there, Rito, but oh well. He's a lot of fun. Yeah, we basically, he just follows us directly right away. No wait time at all. Why couldn't we just talk in the church? That's kind of weird. And of course, the idiot who called us a geohound earlier, at least I think he did, now realizes we are a geohound. Kind of funny. Oh, yeah. Pretty much everyone involved in Grandia and pretty much everyone else doesn't like geohounds, but at least the priest is giving some good advice there. Isn't it supposed to be for your deity to judge everybody and just treat everybody nicely other than that? At least that's how I always remembered it. Anyway, you must be Ryudo. You actually didn't keep me waiting, so that's all good. Let's take a seat. As you can see, he's very comedic in his tone. You can, even when he's not speaking, just by the small amount of voice dialogue we've got from you, Ryudo, already, we kind of see what kind of personality he's going to be representing, and the cockiness in his attitude and the self-deprecation, and he's playing into the geohound character that everyone thinks he is. You did read the letter, did you not? Come on, Father. For a priest, your lack of faith is most disturbing. Star Wars reference. I love this game. It is so much fun. You don't have to think about it in great detail. You just have fun. So awesome. Tower outside of town, the Grandia Tower. You will hold a ceremony there tonight under the light of the full moon. I want you to take one of our sisters there. And yes, of course, it's Elena. But if you remember last episode, the other sisters all walked there without any escort by themselves. Wouldn't it make more sense to send Ryudo with all of them, or multiple guards? Or it seems kind of weird here, but that's fine. It's for a choir boy, not a murderous geohound. Yeah, he's very much knows his reputation and he plays into it. This guy seems a little overly religious, but he seems nice, so we'll take him. We'll take it for him. I kind of like the character that way. Pray the sister to the tower. There's your money. I'll take it. Fine, I'll do it. Gold has a finer voice. I like it. Yeah, of course, like, we've only met one, only one stayed behind. We know who it's gonna be. It's not like, there's like little minor spoilers like that I won't bother holding back, but I didn't mention it in the first episode, but as usual with any of my LPs, no spoilers about this game in the comments, please. Or spoilers from other games. Like, there's multiple games in this series, but they don't, it's not a continuous storyline, so you can talk about other games, but don't post like big spoilers, because I do plan on at least doing Grandia 3. I may end up doing Grandia 1 as well. It's unlikely I'll do Grandia Extreme. I just never really got into that one either, but we'll see. Anything is possible. I'm working on a couple of other games at the moment, playing them for the first time, so that's an interesting thing. It's been a while since I've started multiple games at the same time, and now of course I'm doing this one too. So I'm actually playing 4 games. I'm doing a test run for another game, and then I'm playing 2 games for the first time. One I'm gonna think about turning into a separate project, but you will learn about that when it's ready. why can't you go alone? Apparently it's not that dangerous in the forest if she wants to go by herself. I'm not saying she can't fight, but she's a sister of Granis, a religious sister. I have a feeling she's not much with a sword. Just a guess, though. He paid me in advance. We're doing this job now. That boor? Boar? Is it supposed to be boor as in he booed your singing, or like a boar with an A, B-O-A-R, like a pig, or I don't know. I've heard the phrase before. Yeah, he calls it a boar here, but the previous one was a boor. So I'm not sure what they were going for here, if that was a typo or what. Your role is very important. Thus the bodyguard. Makes sense. Why didn't we send Rita with all of them at the same time? Would it be just more difficult to guard multiple people, or seems like you'd want to protect everybody equally, even if her role is important. You are right. Better not make the others wait. Tessa was the one in red hair from the last episode, if you're wondering. It's one of Elena's friends. Take her to Garmia Tower. Sure. Let's go, princess. Yeah, I could put in clips from Zelda, you know, excuse me, princess, but really, we've all seen this before. He likes calling her princess. I'm not sure if it was around this time that I started doing that too, but like, you know, I've got a younger sister, and when she was acting spoiled, I would always call her a little princess. And I do that to my buddy's kid. She's like 6 or something like that. I always call her a princess. That one's more just, you know, to be nice to the kid, but she gets confused. Like, why are you calling me a princess? I'm not a princess. Anyway, random stories aside, let's move on. Okay, so one thing to note here is if you press the triangle button, you may have noticed this before, and this is the compass system. So it says the church. Now, if we go closer toward the church, you'll see that circle will shrink. Now it shows the inn, so we can go toward the inn, and that will shrink as we approach the inn. And then the store, as you can see, yeah. It's a cool way of doing the compass. It's not really the best implementation I've ever seen, but it's kind of interesting. So we got that, so let's go this way. And we should be able to head to the world map. Now, we can't explore the world map in this game. It's pretty much pick, select. We can't go back to the area we were before. If you missed the treasures from the first episode, you can never get them. So, Black Forest, for the most part, I'm going to try and work off of a treasure list as opposed to specific maps. So there are a few points where I'll want maps, but a lot of the area is just explore the whole area, fight all the enemies, get all the treasure. It's kind of straightforward in that regard. Okay, Black Forest number 1. Let's see here. Ah, treasure. Medicinal herb. Okay. Now, I believe, yes, we have a little cutscene here. What's up? You seem kind of nervous. And she wanted to go by herself. Just not at night. Why didn't you go during the day then? Pack a lunch. Stay for the day. Look over there. We're not here to pick berries or nurse hurt shrews. Okay. Like a sand shrew? No, I think it's something like a sand shrew, isn't it? That refers to, as well as, of course, being a derogatory term. But yeah. Tried to kiss their ouchies. Well, yeah, they went. I'm not sure how this game was in the original Japanese, but they went and hammed it up in the translation, and I'm content with that. Look, it's a birdie. I don't think that one's Sky though. Yeah, back up. And we have battles with 2 of them. Okay, so they're both set to attack. So I'm going to just hit that one a couple of times. Now, as you can see, I moved slightly away, and that sway is just an evade ability there. So what I'm going to do is Tenseiken slash this one. As you can see, you always get to see how much HP enemies have. So we're going to hit that one, since now I don't have the chance of being interrupted because they're not too close to the calm spot. And hopefully I do just enough to take down this guy.
Slash!
Yes, perfect. So he's down for the count, so I only have one to worry about. This one's going to get a hit in on me likely, but it's only one hit. That's not too bad. And he doesn't do that much damage anyway. So let's go for another combo. Maybe I can get a critical in and take him down. No, guess not. Now, he's going to go for the hit here. Now, one thing to note is if an enemy is close to hitting that, defend activates very quickly, as you can see there. So defend will, of course, take reduced damage until your next turn. So this is a very battle-focused game. The battle system is the focus of this game. One other note, since we're already in a battle, is battles are in 60 FPS, though that won't come through in the recording because I'm, recording at, 30 frames because of my software and the limitations of that. There is a new version for Camtasia out, but I don't think they have 60 FPS yet for some stupid reason. Which is why I've tended to focus on JRPGs. Those are the games I like anyway, but I can't really record the other ones unless I get some better software, and that costs money. I'm fine. As long as I'm getting paid, but one thing. Yes? Drop the Mr. stuff. I'm not your teacher, your babysitter, or your damn butcher. Just for you, though. Alright. We won't make it till dawn. Step on it. Alright, so let's go into the menu here. And let's see here. We have... what am I looking for here? Power up. So we select a character, go power up, and as you can see, we on the left-hand side there, we have special coins, magic coins, and gold. In order to upgrade things like abilities, moves, as they list them here, we need special coins. In order to upgrade magic spells, which we don't have yet, we will, see, we can learn magic, but we don't have the ability to do that, or skills, and we don't have the ability to do that. But we'll use magic coins to do magic, special coins to do skills. There's also some other stuff that we'll learn later on, but we don't have access to it yet, so I'm not going to worry too much. If you take a look at this, he only has access to his skills right now, because we don't have any access to magic. That will not always be the case. I came around that corner already, so let's go. That's Black Forest number 2 already. Very short kind of an area. There we go. Ah, we have another birdie. Now, when enemies encounter you on the screen like that, if you sneak up behind them, I said this before, you can get a preemptive strike. When birds are coming at you, it's usually better to stay still, because a lot of time you'll try and run around them, and if you have, say, 4 characters in your party, which is the max, then even if that bird hits the back side of your 4th character in your party, which do trail behind you like Elena is now, then they will get the preemptive strike, and you won't be able to get around in time. So a lot of the time, it's just to fight these guys head on by standing right in front of them and don't move. Because if you move forward, a lot of the time, they'll go over your head and hit the character behind you. And sometimes they'll even go over top of your head and somehow hit you from behind based on how they program the game. And so a lot of the time, they'll get the jump on you. And you don't want that. So anyway, let's go for another Tenseiken slash here. We're gonna... you know what? I think I want to go for that normal attack again. Just because I think I'll be interrupted because it's so slow right now. Ouch! Okay, so now I should have a good chance to get that in. So let's finish off you, hopefully. That's why I went into the menu. I was hoping I would be able to upgrade the skill, but I guess I can't do that yet.
Tenseiken slash!
Hopefully, yeah, we still got just barely enough damage to kill them in one shot. And do remember, this is on the hard mode. Right now, of course, at the beginning of the game, there's not a whole lot of additional, hard mode stuff that we need to worry about. It's not really that much more difficult. It's pretty much what you would expect at the start of a game. And so am I going to go for the guard again? Nope, I don't have a chance. Every time you got hit, every time you get hit or the enemy gets hit, there's usually some kind of delay as they recover from the hit. So even if you don't cancel an enemy, there's still usually some amount
You
of
better
delay.
practice if you wanna
Bosses
beat
are
me.
usually immune to this so that they get more hits off on you, make the battle more difficult kind of thing. But other than that, most normal enemies kind of react how you would expect them to. Okay, as you can see, we've got a bunch of stuff around here. We get Myriad Power Nut, which is kind of pointless. This loops back to where we just were, so let's go around the other side. Now here, this is a bag of money. If I can get a better angle here. It looks kind of like a chicken leg, maybe. I guess it's kind of a bag of money. This is a small bag of money. It will increase in the amount that you get from it as you move on to different areas. And then there are treasure chests that have more than that. So I believe... yeah, so over here, I'm just making sure I'm checking out all the areas. We got treasure over there. And this is to the world map. But that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Next time we will actually proceed further on. We will head to Grandia Tower and move on with the plot. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.